So you can see the laser right here. Now it's beeping. Hey guys, Brad here with Skyline Construction, and today we're going to take a quick look at a Bosch laser receiver. Now, I find these things just invaluable. They're amazing. If you're working outside, especially doing grading, setting up, say, lines for your hardy board, fencing, any kind of grade related, level related items, this receiver is perfect for this. It is paired with the professional GLL3-330CG. This is another amazing laser. It says it pairs with a bunch of different green lasers, and we'll leave a link down below for Amazon so you can go check it out. Yeah, it does definitely pair with this laser. So just some specs on it first before we get into it. It'll go from 15 feet to 165 feet, and the tolerance is 32nd of an inch on the fine mode and 1/8 of an inch on the not so fine mode. It's got a digital display and all that other stuff. So let's take a look at what they give you. First, they give you a nice carrying case, which is great if you're just chucking your laser into your tool bag or something. But if you have it in a case, you might not even need this if you're carrying it in a T-stack or something like that. And this is the laser itself. It's got 3 inches of, I don't know what you call that, a screen that receives the laser. And the unit itself is measuring 5 1/4 by, 2 7/8. And it's only about an inch thick. So with this, it's got a magnet on the top, so you can connect it to a rod or a pole. It does not have the receiver. Well, let's take a look. We'll play with it. I don't know if it has it on the back. I don't think it does. It just has the arrows, so you can tell when you're receiving from the front, you can tell on the back when you're hitting that bullseye. It takes 2 AA batteries in the bottom here, and you get about 30 hours of runtime with 2 fully charged batteries. On off, you've got the the small beam and the double line here. So we'll show you how that works. And I will just say one pet peeve. It does not have a mounting screw hole on the back, okay? You have to use their clamp that comes with it. The other model that goes with the red laser actually screws on, which is great, but their mount was a little finicky and it actually broke on me, so it's not the greatest mount. However, you could always screw it to something, whereas this, you have to use their clamp system. So the way this works is on the back, it just slides in. Okay, and then to take it off, you just press this button and it'll slide right out. So that's your only option with this Bosch laser line receiver. Now, in a pinch, you can, say, clamp it to your rod or level or whatever you need to do. But if you break this, you're kind of screwed. So you're going to have to buy another one of these. So that's my only pet peeve with this laser receiver. Otherwise, you clip that on, and then you can adjust the back, and this will clamp to your pole. And then you're good to go to receive. So let's do that. Let's do some receiving here. So with your laser, you just turn both units on. You slide that right over. Turn that guy on. Then on the top of this, you just press this button right here. Okay, a little green light will show up. And now, you can see the laser on me. Got to get a little bit further away. So you can see the laser on me. When the laser gets into this screen, that's when it'll start beeping, and then there'll be an arrow up and an arrow down, and that will tell you which way to go. So you can see the laser right here. Now it's beeping. So just till you get it right there, you get that solid line. Now this is set on the fine line mode. See right there, one single line. If I press it again, I get double lines. So that gives me 1/8 of an inch tolerance. Okay, so when I come in, it's not as hard to get that right in there. Okay, so we got it. So once you've determined your line, on the side of the laser there's a mark, and that's where you would take your pencil and you would mark the wall. Okay, and so that's how you figure out your laser level lines. So very simple to use. When it gets close to the laser, it just starts to beep, even if the laser line isn't here. That's why it only works 5 feet to 165 feet. So I'll just turn this guy off. Now, it does say that this unit will work with some red lasers, and I happen to have sort of the first generation of this. This is the Bosch GLL380, and it will not pick this one up, which is kind of too bad. I was hoping it would, but it doesn't at all, unless I'm doing something wrong, but there's nothing there. So that's too bad, because it'd be nice just to carry one receiver around with me, because sometimes I need 2 lasers. If I'm on a huge project, and I got to get around like a corner, I'll shoot this one and then I'll connect with this one, and that way I can get my plane going around like a long building or something like that. So that's where it's handy to have 2 of these. But I mainly use the green one now, and the red one, I do have a receiver for it. The biggest thing I've learned over the years is make sure you have really good batteries, especially when you're outside. When you're inside, it's not such a big deal. It works really well. But I've noticed with the red receiver, I haven't actually put this to test yet, but when you're outside, if the sun is hitting this screen, it's really, really hard for that laser to pick up on the receiver. So a lot of times I'll just kind of lean over it and create a shadow over top of the receiver, and then it'll pick up. But then when I come back and the sun's hitting it, it won't. So you just got to kind of create a shadow. So that's a little tip for you guys. If you're having trouble with these, it's typically because the sun is just sort of bleaching out or washing out that line, and it really needs to be able to see it. So just give it that shadow, and then you're good. Like I said, I use this a lot for grading, for fences, decks, T-bar ceiling, drywall, cabinets, you name it in construction. Anything that needs a level, I'm always using this. And then just having this is pretty sweet to have. I've done another review on this, so if you guys want to know information about this laser here, I did a full review on it, how you can connect it to your phone. You can control the brightness levels. You can control which line is coming on, because there's 3. I highly recommend, if you are thinking about doing any kind of laser work, if you're a carpenter, spend the money, get the 3-plane laser, because, especially if you're doing cabinetry, it just changes your world. It just makes things so much easier. I just can't emphasize that enough. And then to pair it with this, then you're set. You can do things that might take you an hour. This will just take you a minute to get that line transferred from, one side of the building to the other, or one side of the kitchen to the other, and it just makes it so much easier. So I'll probably do another video one day showing this outside and some tips and tricks and stuff like that. But for now, we'll just do the inside demo. And yeah, I'll show you my T-stack setup on the next one. And so that's the kit right there. It's a couple $100 for this. We'll leave some links down below. If you like the video, guys, please give us a thumbs up. make sure to, you know, give me a little review or write something down in the comments. I get to them all the time. And yeah, let me know which system you're using. Is it Hilti? Is it Bosch? Is it DeWalt? There's so many to choose from. I highly recommend Bosch for the price point. But yeah, those are my 2 cents. Till next time, keep on crushing it. We'll catch you later.